Hello, hello. Today is only a short little news update about what is going on with Aion. First of all, in NA, Aion had the 3.0 patch, which comes with some interesting changes. The biggest one obviously being the new class, the Brawler. It is a melee class that uses a new weapon, the so-called Dragon Claw, and he also uses leather armor. The class has its own storyline at the beginning of the game, similar to the Revenant class that got released in 2.7. Beyond that, the max level has been increased to level 60. Every class gets 2 new skills and there are new dungeons like the Lumia Mansion. There's also a new region called Azphel, which initially was the territory of the former Dragon Lord Azphel. So maybe we will find out more about this believed to be dead Dragon Lord here. And lastly, the UI has been revamped, meaning you have much more freedom in changing things around. I personally didn't test it yet, maybe I will in the next few days. So now let's take a look at the upcoming 2.8 patch in EU. Well, EU doesn't have a fancy new class release this time. The max level will be increased to level 58, with 2 new skills for every class. And also a new gliding skill that is not only making you glide faster, but every class also gets a special skill they can only use whilst using the gliding skill. Here in the background you can see a video of an assassin using it. It seems quite powerful, but it also seems somewhat awkward to use. We will see. There will be a new PvP battlefield called Afeta Beluslan, and a new dungeon called Phaistos' Disc. Sadly, it seems like there is also a new little feature with enchanting your equipment on the way. It basically just means the higher your equipment is enchanted, the better the rewards are. If your PvE gear reaches enchantment level 60, you get 7% increased healing. If your equipment reaches level 65, you have 500 more HP. If it reaches level 75, you have 10% more PvE attack versus bosses. And at level 90, which means all your armor pieces and your weapon has to be plus 15, then you get a 20% increased drop chance for everything all the time. The same goes for PvP gear that reaches those levels, with Godstones only having half the effect they would usually have on you. So lastly, about Aion 2, we are still at the same point we were on my last video about it. NC has a lot of people working on Aion 2 now, which is not a mobile game anymore, it is primarily on PC. It has been reworked and does not use Unreal Engine 4 anymore, and instead it will now run on Unreal Engine 5. The release date for it is still set to be either at the end of 2024 or sometime in 2025. Now, 2024 is unrealistic in my opinion. I mean, we have not heard anything about it, and I would think they would want to create more hype about the game, with a trailer or something several months before release, and that simply hasn't happened yet. Either way, Aion 2 will be focusing more on PvE, and less on the open PvP that we have in the first Aion game. Which I personally think is a good idea, because the open PvP aspect of the game has simply turned out to be Zerg runs these days. At the start of your day you accept the PvP daily, you group up with others, run as a full group or alliance through the enemy territory and just kill a few single players that run around trying to do quests or whatever. That's the daily PvP experience you have, which is not really that enjoyable in my opinion, no matter on which side you are. So I would definitely prefer them to focus on PvP arena and the PvP battlefield as the main PvP experiences in Aion 2. But yeah, as I said, there aren't many new infos about it right now, but I will keep you up to date as soon as I hear something new. That's about it, I thank you all for watching, and if you want to learn more about the Aion lore, click on the videos shown here. See ya!